Hey, hello, good afternoon. Today it's a 4:15 in the afternoon on the 10th of October. I made a new vlog, and vlog number 65 already. So here it goes. Sunday, 6th of October 2019. I cleaned everything downstairs, from the kitchen to the tables, doing the dishes by hand and vacuum cleaning the place. Didn't take long. Doing some laundry as well. In between, I was watching and listening to the match I was talking about last time. Valencia versus Ajax. Ajax won with 0-3. It was a great match. My parents returned home from their holiday last Friday. They had a nice 5 weeks and enjoyed themselves. They both had a nice tan from the sun, an average of 27 degrees Celsius in the south of France. Ooh, not bad. We had Chinese for dinner, which was a real great treat. Even some leftover for the other day. We had some nice conversations in between. It was fun. In the last 2 days, I saw two friends, just for a couple of hours. I enjoyed myself and it went well. I had the shisha in the north part of Amsterdam. The music wasn't too loud, which was great. It wasn't that crowded actually. Nice conversations about the week. Talking about the documentaries I watched on Netflix. We only had difficulties to get out of Amsterdam again. There were constructions on the main road and all of the exits were blocked. It took us at least another 25 minutes or so. On Saturday I got a couple of packages with tobacco from a brother of mine. I was really grateful for that. He got them from a friend, but it wasn't his brand. Lucky for me. 4 packages in total. In the beginning of the evening I had dinner with my parents again. Baked common souls and some common dabs as well. I was planning to stay home, but got a message from a friend of mine if I wanted to join him with a beer at another friend's place, just with the three of us. Had a couple of beers and was back home before midnight. At the moment it is raining again. Bob Dylan's Shelter for the Storm is playing at the moment. Couldn't be better. Moving on to Pink Floyd's High Hopes. I'm listening to a playlist I made last year. Was a while ago since I listened to that. I will put a link down below. I noticed I have more than 100 subscribers. Thank you all for joining me in my stories. That does me really well. Most of the comments are nice. Most of them. Even got an email from YouTube to celebrate. Someone asked if she could buy a painting of mine. Think that's nice. Had some thoughts about it and might want to do that. There are extra costs, of course, for shipping and sending it by registered mail. Otherwise it might get lost in the mail and I don't want that. Not sure about the prices yet. Framing and things like that cost a lot of money. It isn't cheap then. It also depends on the size of the painting, of course. Need to figure out where I can get a box for it. Anyways, it might frighten people off. I haven't heard anything since I gave a reply. I'm saving them up actually to have expositions in the future. Must say, I saw a movie on YouTube from Click for Taz, who organized an art exhibition in London with a couple of friends just for the fun of it. They sold a lot of them. That's exactly what I have in mind as well. I need to frame them first, which costs a lot of money, so I need to save up some cash for that. Making art is an expensive hobby. Also watch some older vlogs. Since a couple of months I'm reading my stories out loud. Think that is better. Then I can't lose track about what I'm talking about. Still having trouble with short and long-term memories. Small little islands, hopping from one to the other. Lost. Also trying out to watch series on Netflix. Even if it's just a couple. At the end of the week I've watched more of them. And I think that's very nice. The last one I watched was from the Roman Emperor Caligula. A multiple part series. I love history. And I hope that I can watch more documentaries in the future as well reading. I would love to read again, but that's still too difficult. No rush though, one thing at a time. This evening I watched a mural from 1000, a mural artist from Seattle, United States. He made this one in his European tour last summer in Vienna. Really digging his style and artwork. I follow him since May of this year. He's a really friendly guy. I might put a link from that movie down below as well. 8th of October 2019. I got a message from someone whose son is a medium. They stumbled upon one of my vlogs. She gave me a message that they have chosen me to give me a healing from a distance. Magnetizing. I did feel at ease, so I gave her a message back. Normally, I don't do that with these sorts of things. I got a message later on that they gave me positive energy and because of that I would feel more at ease. Less voices in my head, less trouble with dark spirits. Must say I don't feel dark spirits in my surroundings though. In the last couple of days I was really tired and slept often during the afternoon. I must say I do feel at ease today. It has been 2 days ago since I replied. I just visited a friend and I didn't have any trouble with thought, something I normally do have. Really sensitive all the time and fantasizing, lost in worlds of all the time, from frame to frame. I talked about that pretty often in my vlogs. Today I felt at ease. I hope it will continue with that. I feel at ease in time, within good feelings and not hopping from one thought to another. Tomorrow I have a birthday. Hope it will go well. I will wait with posting this vlog at the moment so I can see how it will go in the next couple of days. Put on some cinnamon oil in the diffuser. I think it has a very nice smell. Put on Reload from Metallica. I had this album once when it came out. I like it. In the last couple of days I've listened a lot to Neil Young and Tool. This morning I picked up my medicines at the pharmacy. I was there yesterday as well, but there was a long queue, so I left again. Picked up 4 medicines, including cream for my eye. That was really necessary. Used it immediately when arriving home. Mostly I'm finding myself in the mind. The differences between psychotic and being normal is weird to see. I'm still not there yet. I'm inside tracks of the mind, fantasy worlds mostly, totally empty from the inside. Sucked inside mazes, blown up. Where does it end? I'm chronic psychotic. Damn, I have it daily. Then to feel at ease at the moment is a blessing. I forgot how it was to relax within myself. Time in mazes for an eternity. Time. Gradations of fantasy within time. How fast do your thoughts move inside yourself? What can people feel or see from you? How deep in fantasy are you? I have it for many years already. I'm feeling at ease at the moment. How long will it take to be back on track again? The insight is eventually eternal love forevermore, universal love. That is the path I and we all need to take, not lost, but back home. Everywhere you are, mirroring yourself with the afterlife, the higher spheres. First the dark places will show up, before making progress, to make them your own. You can't get lost anymore. Then to realize God is real, universal love. You can move in the energy from past lives, growing higher in open and new phases, starting all over again, letting go, doing it different this time. There is another route for us. Even if you made mistakes in your life, it will be fine again. God is justice as well, so you will make good for the things you once did. 9th of October 2019. Had a birthday party from a sister-in-law. At first it went well, enjoying a cup of coffee with a piece of pie. It was quiet, the way I like it best. That was also the reason why I went there a bit earlier. Later on more people showed up. We talked with each other and I enjoyed myself. Had one beer which I really enjoyed. Only one though, because it had a percentage of 6.6%. Talked with my brothers and father for a bit. Then it was time to go home. There were some children and they talked really loud. That's a trigger to be in crowded places. Chattering in a living room are triggering my senses mostly. I have that all the time. I did enjoy myself though. It's raining heavily outside. Luckily I brought an umbrella with me. Took a while to get home. The bus didn't show up, so I had to walk to another bus stop. Because I took another bus, I had to walk a bit before arriving home. Having some thoughts about things, a bit sensitive, but not too deep within my thoughts. Trying to relax and not fighting with the mind. Can people feel my thoughts? That is the question. I do think it is possible though. Only not all the time, of course. How deep am I within myself at that moment? What kind of nonsense do I have within my thoughts? What are the degradations within time? Sentence after sentence, making a story out of them. Within reality or fantasy? How many steps do you take? How do you interact with other people, like family, friends and other people, within feelings, but also personality and character? The person who you are. How do you interact with things in your daily life, like a small chat, a friendly gesture, conversations? How do you interact within your own mind, making the dots within yourself? I couldn't watch television anymore. I couldn't read anymore. Still not able to read long articles, for instance. Blown up within myself. The depths of my thoughts, frame to frame, diving deeper. Not feeling reality, but only the thoughts I have. A subject, blowing it up. Not having a rope to pull out to get out of the swamp. The boundaries are in foggy places sometimes. How deep are my thoughts and how open are my feelings? Trying to keep things together and not flowing over within madness. One thought, one sentence of the story and I'm already lost. How many steps can I take within myself or outside of myself? Is that one sentence everything I have? Being blown up again? You need to focus on universal love and having multiple steps within the thought which you can make new maps. Another resting place. Letting yourself go with the last step, and this time not inside of eternity of time within a labyrinth. That is difficult though. I do understand myself when being in such an episode. I'm looking for new borders to pull myself out of the mess. It needs a lot of courage to do so. You need to let everything go, even when being scared and thinking that it's the last outcome. It does take courage to be brave. You only need to overcome yourself. That's the biggest gift you can give yourself. What to accomplish with your life? There are many opportunities. First of all, what is it like to be sane? You're thinking about things no one talks about. What is eternal love? What is life all about? Gradations in everything. You can't get lost in society because of that. Different opinions, different lifestyles, different zeitgeist, religion, different lives. What is sanity in the end? You give a whole life for that. Work, relationship, school. What is important? When being down and out, you need to make different choices. What's reality? What is it like to be alive? What are your point of views on life? What are your point of views in the afterlife? Do you believe in such a thing? What will happen when you die? Another gradation. Your thoughts can be very lonely. Your surroundings can be lonely too. Only discover about the afterlife, you're never lonely at all. In energy and love and thoughts, God is real. Then the last part, 10th of October 2019. I watched 4 episodes from the series Mind Explained on Netflix. They lasted for 20 minutes each. I liked them a lot. About forgetting, anxiety, about dreams and mindfulness. Interesting subjects. I could relate to certain things, like anxiety. I'm trying to explain these feelings in my vlogs. I had that a lot in the past. Still do it to this day, but it is getting less. There are different forms of anxiety. You can combine that with the information about the episode about mindfulness. You need to learn how to think, meditating to feel more at ease. It helped people with panic attacks. They had charts about people who were meditating compared to people who didn't. There was a huge difference. The one with meditating people was way higher. There was also a girl who could read out loud a sequence of numbers from beginning to end. It was a long piece of paper. She uses stories she encounters in her own life, images to remember the numbers, like walking through your neighborhood and seeing things you encounter. That is a great trick. You need to practice a bit, of course. Also, stories about people who couldn't use their memory. They removed a part of the brain. They used different parts of the mind, but when being asked about what he did yesterday, he couldn't recall everything. I have that as well, forgetting on the short term. In another episode, they talked about dreams. The thing I liked best was about lucid dreaming. In the past, I was trying to do that as well. I did succeed in that, like flying and walking around while watching a dream. Must say that is a while ago, since I last had that. Another day, I watched the 2nd episode for Caligula, the Roman emperor. Do like watching these series, learning about the past with accurate stories. He was only 25 years old when he became emperor. Most of his family were murdered, like his parents and brother. He only had 3 sisters left. Things happened through which he became paranoid. The series is called The Mad Emperor. Until this episode, he is normal. Curious for the next episode. Okay, that was my vlog for this week. I hope you all have a great weekend. I won't do much, I guess. Trying to watch the game this evening. You have the Netherlands versus Northern Ireland, and we'll see how it will go. It's already 13 minutes, so it's a bit longer than I thought. So I would say have a really great weekend, and as we'll see you guys next time. Bye.